fucking A. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, count us in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Jesus fucking Christ. Welcome to post-quarantine Necro Electric.
Back in the studio.
We're back. No matter hell or fucking plague or whatever.
Murder hornets.
Murder hornets. We are staying here and doing it from here from now on.
Oh, God.
I'm your host, Sean D. Skellington. This is my sexy wife, Kylie. I don't know who this blonde chick is.
It's me.
Jordan.
Oh,
it's Jordan.
And on our first day back, we had a guest, which I probably shouldn't have because we've been running into technical problem after technical problem.
She thinks we're crazy, but
we are excited to have her, Sevii. Demon.
That's close enough.
That works.
Go get
that
it
works.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you're watching this, I know you're watching it on YouTube, so do me a favor. Hit the goddamn subscribe button. Please.
Do it.
Hit it like you mean it.
Do it.
People always used to say, like, mash that button. And
mash that button. I like that.
Mash it, poke it, hit it, whatever.
You know, if you have, like, the nipple fingers, you would have to mash it.
Yeah.
Like, bing.
All right. We have new features on the show. If you are a new guest onto our show, you have to answer these 3 questions no matter who you are. This is called Who the Hell Are You?
Who the hell?
All right. First question. Vampire, werewolf, or monster hunter?
Vampire, definitely.
Yo.
Boom.
She passed the test.
Second question. What kind of porn do you watch?
Because I have a fat ass, I think that I would have to say, like,
Fat ass porn.
fat
Wait,
ass porn.
dudes with fat asses or girls with fat asses?
Good question.
Girls with fat ass.
Okay. I'm sure there's a market for dudes with fat asses somewhere.
I've never really seen a dude with a fat ass, though.
Now you know what you can type in next time.
I guess so.
Fat ass dudes.
And for people watching, you can also answer none. Not like none porn, but just none.
Which is not a thing. There's no way that's a thing.
It is a thing. Go look it up, Kylie.
I think
No.
Oscar and Jordan have ventured into religious porn.
Oh,
That's what
gosh.
priests really do on Sundays.
You know what? It probably is a thing now. You make a good point.
And last question, where are you from?
Robinson, Texas.
Boom.
Inner Waco. Yes.
Representing the Robinson.
Is Robinson where Brianna's parents live?
Yeah, I actually went to school with Bree. She was
Oh, really?
a grade or 2 above me.
Shout out
but-
to Bree.
Yes, shout out to Bree. We had art class together, like, pretty much all throughout high school.
Nice.
Yeah, I've known her for a long time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
pretty dope
surprised to hear that there are so many Waco locals who, like, stay in Waco.
Yeah.
You all bitch about it, though.
You all bitch about it, but you stay.
I only came back for my job, so
Yeah.
I'm a tattoo apprentice at Embrace the Chaos. So
Shout out.
yes,
Whoop,
if it
whoop.
wasn't for that, my ass would still be in Austin probably.
Yeah.
I would say that the tier, like the level of tattoo artists here in Waco is really high. There's some amazing tattoo artists here. And I mean, I only have a few tattoos myself, but like some of the work that I've seen of people around here, like it's pretty bomb. So you know, it's not a bad place to learn how to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, everybody that I work with is absolutely amazing. My main mentor is Eric Lopez.
Shout out.
Yes,
Shout out.
huge shout out. But everybody that I work with, from the owner to all the other artists to the piercers, I mean, they're all so helpful and wonderful. They all have their own different styles. So it's just an endless cycle of being able to learn from different artists and different techniques.
Nice. What made you want to be a tattoo artist?
I don't really remember a time in my life where I didn't want to. I think that I have, like, a report that I wrote whenever I was in junior high about, like, what you wanted to do whenever you got
Really?
older. Yeah,
How
and I
cute.
wrote about, like, wanting to be a tattoo artist because I've always drawn and painted since I
That's
could remember.
awesome.
so-
What did your parents think of that?
Oh, they were totally.
Oh, they were
fine with
cool
it.
about
yeah,
it?
like I grew up watching all of my parents get tattooed. I
Oh,
mean,
nice.
all of them are very heavily tattooed. So
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I did not grow up that way.
Neither did I.
My grandparents are not, like, so much on board, but I don't really care.
I think my oldest cousin was the first person to get a tattoo, and it shocked my entire family.
Really?
And it's the only tattoo he's ever gotten. And then my sister got one, like, I don't know, her first month in college.
Yeah.
She went and got a tattoo, and it was also just this amazing news. Oh my God, you have a tattoo? And she's like, yeah, you want to look at it? And my whole family's like,
I can just hear
No,
your
I-
not
Not
now.
You got that Trizamp stamp.
yeah.
Like, you
It
can
was
never-
right here. That's not a tramp. It's a tra stamp. Tra marking. I don't know.
You can never get over those like initial looks. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you still get those looks. Like
Yeah.
I'm honestly sure you guys get them even whenever y'all go in public. I mean, just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
being who you are, and even just like dressing the way that we do, even though it's like normal.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think people see tattoos and instantly get a negative connotation? Because these are the nicest people in the entire world.
Oh,
Dang.
definitely.
So for
definitely.
Sean,
He's like, who the fuck are you looking?
but like,
Fucking up my street cred.
but like, when it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can't tell if the people are just jealous of the fact that we have the courage to go get tattoos, or if they honestly think that they're super ugly. Like, I
think it's
can't
the whole
tell.
Stigma, like, because tattoos didn't they start as like a prison type thing?
Depends.
I don't know. I
It
guess
goes back to like veterans,
Yeah,
bikers.
it has a lot to do with the way people were raised. Too.
Asian
Like,
culture has
even-
been tattooing for
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
Even, like my grandparents, they were just like, I remember whenever I got my first tattoo, I was like 15, and they were like, "What the hell did you just do?" Like
Yeah.
they just could not believe it. But it's because like my great grandparents and stuff, they're very old school Hispanic, raised very old school. Like it was just a huge no. So I feel like a lot of people are kind of just raised into thinking like,
Right.
don't mark your body with any sort of anything, like because God or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, with my family, like I come from like a line of like bikers and like people that get in trouble a lot, and their thing was surprising enough. They were like, don't get tattooed because you'll never be able to like, you know, if you get in trouble, you won't be able to hide somewhere. The cops will
Yeah.
know. Because back in
Yeah.
the day, like,
They
and
identify
in your
you by
police
your
report,
tattoos.
like if you had a
Yeah.
skull, because most people only had one or two, they'd be like, oh, Jordan, look for Jordan Cheek. She has this tattoo. But, you know, it's like, dude, this isn't 1982 anymore.
I have never heard that before. To be
Really?
like, don't get tattoos; they might find you.
Well, because that was the thing back in the day.
Yeah,
you could
I've definitely heard
you
of
could get fucking wild, dude, and then just be like, all right, I'm out and move to another state,
Right.
live another life. But you can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love the excuse though, and it's mostly like older women who are like, you know, when you get older, that tattoo's not going to look cool anymore, and
The
you're like,
Karens.
bitch,
Yeah.
whatever, it's going to be the coolest.
Those are the
Right.
Karens.
Shout out to Jordan's grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, people
She's
tell me that all
our
the
biggest fan. I mean, and to like, you know, be fair, like, I have like a low tolerance of like older people around here.
Yeah.
So
We
like when I
know.
go to Walmart or
We
something,
know.
like even if I'm in a good mood, like they'll like two old people will just start to block an aisle, you know, and they'll just be talking and
You just want to physically just move them out of the
does.
way.
Well, like I laughed my ass off at the episode where you were talking about the old lady who like runs her cart into you, and you're like holding Bane.
HEB. I don't
You're
go to
like,
HEB
"Bitch, get the
anymore
fuck
because
out of my
HEB
way."
is.
He's not allowed in there because he will probably be arrested next time he goes there.
Well, people just like, I don't know, like those aisles are so crowded, nobody gives a fuck. And then the old people just are wilding around here, like,
Yeah, they think
You know?
that just because they're old, like they just don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
I get the old dudes that like to comment on what I'm wearing, and I'm just like, I never understand people who like, you see my earbuds in and they want to keep talking to you, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I can't hear you. But especially old dudes, they want to be like, I like your outfit, and you're like, get away from me, just gross,
That
stop.
reminds me, I was at Walmart a couple days ago, and I'm standing in line, and this guy behind me goes, "Nice spider," and I was like, "Excuse me?" "Nice spider," and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "On your foot." And I go, I have a spider tattoo on my foot, and he's just like staring at my feet, and I was like,
And
"Okay."
they're like, yo, dog, why the
Thanks.
fuck?
Foot fetish guy.
Hey,
He's gonna go home and jack off
I
later. Dude.
I still think that counts as being hit on.
Yeah.
Just for the
After
record.
last episode, I got one. He might have a foot fetish, but
There you go.
And hey, dude, I have the same tattoo on my foot, so
How much you gonna pay for the pair? Would you sell your foot photos?
Yes.
For how much?
Oh man.
If I was like
I'd probably
$50.
be like, yeah. I feel like there's
Yeah.
some fucking. I've never came across somebody who was like that. Like, thankfully, Manuel's not like that. But I think
Shout
that.
out.
Yeah, I think that if somebody was like legit, like, I'll pay you whatever you want for a picture of your feet, I would hands down just
Your
be like,
DMs are about to be flooded.
I dated a guy that was into feet.
Really?
It's weird, yeah, because I don't like feet.
Your feet are gross as fuck to me, dude.
And I have little hobbit feet, so like they aren't cute. I could not sell foot pictures if my life depended on it because they're so little. And now there might be somebody that's into it, but the guy that I dated, like, he didn't tell me until after we'd been dating for a while and after we'd been like pretty sexually active, and he was like, "Yeah, I like your feet. They're super cute." And I was like, "Ew, gross, really?" And he was like, "Yeah, have you ever given a foot job?" And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I was like, "No." And I was like, "I don't even know how you would do that." And he was like, "Oh, it's simple. I'll show you." And I was like, "No, hell no. Hell
Was he
no."
gonna show you on himself?
Yes.
He's
He was
gonna
like,
take your feet
He
and do
was
it.
no, with my feet.
On
"Here, let me
yourself?
hold your
Yeah, just some yoga shit.
If you could just like place your feet like so."
Well, basically, like, it's because he was like, "Oh, well, I'll show you with like it's you have to kind of wrap your feet around the dick."
I'm gonna mess around and get
And,
a
like,
fucking
you
Charlie
have
horse
to-
in my foot.
Yeah, you got athlete's foot on your dick, dude.
I feel like it'd be a leg workout though. You're like working out your thighs, just giving this guy a foot job. The more you know about me.
Oh my god.
It was Oscar, wasn't it?
Okay. But did you do it?
You, Oscar.
Did I do it?
Do it?
No, because
She
I
did
was.
it.
I was really.
You have to wrap it around. No, I didn't do it.
I think
all the fucking
Okay,
techniques.
okay. I tried, and it was so super awkward. And he got really. He was like, "Well, why don't you want to keep going?" And I was like, "Because it's hurting my feet. I don't know how to do this. Why can't I just do it with my hands like a normal person?" I was like, "They're small too. Don't you have a hand fetish or something?" So I tried.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Feet are gross. And she even says that like my feet are bad for a dude.
No, they're
But-
not bad for a dude.
But
They're really not.
Yeah.
But then again, my dad's feet were rank.
in comparison,
So I compare it to that.
Yeah.
no, forget the feet, dude. All right, what the fuck?
Moving
are we doing?
on.
Sorry, I distracted you.
All right, so this will be the last time we talk about any plague shit. But
Thank
what
God.
what do you think about it?
I think it's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
I still kind of will like try to go somewhere. Like, will find myself like wanting to go have a drink somewhere. And now you technically can do that. Like, I went to George's and had some drinks the other day, but
Is that
still-
Georgio's?
George's.
George's.
It's just George's.
Big O.
George's Big O.
Yeah.
But people around here just like George's. Go
We
George's.
don't know what it is.
We went there one time and like I ordered a chicken fried steak and they gave me like
gigantic.
a fucking
Yeah.
cow.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's Texas.
Yeah.
When
I
you say
literally-
chicken fried
I ate like
steak,
this much of it and there
Yeah.
was like this much.
and it's not.
Steak.
Huge.
It's not chicken fried steak unless one, it's huge, and two, it's completely smothered in white gravy. Like you can't even see
so
the top of
good.
it. It's
Actually
just.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
right
I've
now.
been like craving one.
We did that when we first moved here, and like we literally looked like we were because like when we went, it was totally Texas conservative people in the dining area.
Oh, it was
older.
like for breakfast.
Always, yeah. I used to
And we were
work
like in there all like
Yeah.
tattooed, like eating, and then there was like old people like talking to us. And in California, like nobody really like if you don't know each other, like you don't go like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like,
I don't know you, but
you know,
you're
oh,
eating
that's your
it
little
over
baby,
there.
and start talking to the baby.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody. We totally weren't used to the Southern hospitality
Yeah.
kind of thing, and the old people kept talking to us. And I'm looking at this steak. I'm like, I'm gonna die if I like eat all this.
Sean like hating old people. He's like, please leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty socially awkward when it comes to
He is very socially awkward.
if you're not like my type of person. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be around you.
Even when they are. You just get weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I?
You do. Then I gotta pick up the slack.
Yeah, but you're a social butterfly.
That's
I have a
good
social
though.
Butterfly tattoo. It's literally
You
like
do?
a stick
Oh.
of
It's a butter stick.
So many people will look at this and be like
I
they'll just kind of like
love
literally.
it.
I've literally let people stare at my arm for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And they've just been like, I really just don't know what the fuck that is.
Really?
And I'm like, you're really just fucking
They're like,
retarded.
I can't believe that's butter or whatever.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
my cousin Marissa, she works with me. She did that for me. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So everybody is talking about, wanting to get back to normal or whatever the fuck that was. But like, what's something that you are glad that changed since all this happened?
I feel like I definitely got a lot more time to myself. I feel like my general life, besides like not being able to go to work every day, has pretty much been like the same, but it kind of gave me a lot more time to sit back and like focus on myself, which I feel like I didn't have a lot of time to do because I was just constantly like working late, getting up to the shop early. So I feel like that's kind of like the best thing. But I mean, I think that opening everything slowly is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
like, because I used to be a tattoo artist, so to me, it's insane that tattoo shops aren't allowed to be open.
Right?
Because tattoo shops are the most cleanliest place there
and
is.
they're the most
Yeah.
educated
Yeah,
on cleanliness.
on bloodborne
No,
pathogens,
like,
on
100%
everything,
sure.
sterilization. It's like,
Yeah, like
but you'll open Whataburger, like
I know.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In the fucking mall.
Yes, and
Ugh.
so the governor categorized tattoo shops with like strip clubs. Like, how are you going to put those in the same category?
Yeah, I know, and
Burp.
yeah, it's really pissed a lot of people off, to be
Yes.
honest. Like, I know that I'm just an apprentice, so technically, like, I'm fucking nobody, but I can speak for like the people that I work
Yeah.
with and other artists that I know throughout like different states and stuff, and people are fucking pissed because it's just dumb. Like, they literally
Yeah.
hold us to the same cleaning standard as they do a hospital. I mean, our
Yes.
shit's wiped down, if not, like, it's definitely done after every single customer, but it's also done even if we don't have clients in the chair. You know what
Right.
I mean? Everything is constantly cleaned. And
Yeah.
because I'm the apprentice, I can say that for a fact because I'm the one who's doing, like, a lot of it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, as far as, like, cleaning the shop, myself
Yeah.
and the other apprentice, and then the artists even in themselves, all they do is clean everything.
Yeah, plus you
And
guys
it's
have all
just-
the education, like the bloodborne pathogens,
Yep.
and like all that,
Yeah,
so
there's so much that goes into it. And
yeah.
it's very frustrating.
To sit back and say like, oh, well, they're on the same level as like a strip club.
Yeah, like, fuck y'all.
No, they're on the same level as a hospital.
We're a lot more taller than that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let me pause. Time out. Let's wait
We'll
for
put a-
Sean.
technical difficulties thing up here.
First time I again.
The SD card filled up.
No, it's just there.
All right.
Can't look back.
We had like a big group message going on yesterday because once they started to kind of like talk about barbershops and everything opening, we were all like instantly,
Yeah.
oh my God, like we'll see. Hopefully we can go. And then we just kind of got the no. And it's
Yeah.
like,
That makes no sense
yeah,
to me.
it's absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Stupid.
I did see a meme yesterday that made me laugh super hard. It said, the one good thing that we can get out of all this is now everyone knows the name of their governor.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right, because I didn't actually know the name of our governor. Like, in my mind, I was like,
Yeah.
Rick Perry. Like, that's all who could think
I
of.
had
But
never watched a press conference until recently.
Yeah, me either.
my favorite part of those press conferences, though, especially the ones from like the White House or people who do them on a daily basis, they're so fucking bored.
Yeah.
Like, especially Trump, he's just like,
Yeah.
so proud of the task force, and it's huge, and all of can we inject yourself with pesticides or whatever the fuck, and you're just like you're watching him and you're like, I feel like this should be more important to you, but right now all you can think about is like, get the votes in before
Yeah.
November. So it's just like, ugh, we don't need a press conference every day. Like,
And it's
come
kind of
on.
where you start to think like, okay, how, I don't want to say like true or false is this, because obviously it's very true. People are definitely actually sick, but how much of like an accident was this actually? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem, I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely seems shady.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason, like, when this thing whole started, I had to, like, kind of back off social media. That's why I, like, started painting and stuff.
yeah,
Because, like,
it's driving me
I have, like,
crazy.
half my friends are, like, conspiracy theory nuts, and they literally send me shit constantly all day. Like,
Yep.
you know, and it's very convincing, like some of it. And then I have the other side where it's, you know, it's the true belief of everything.
I just see it as, you know, this might as well happen. I mean, this year started off as a shitstorm. Like, really, it did. You know, we got, you know, just the rumors of World War III, and then half of Australia burning to a crisp, and then Kobe dies, and then we got the coronavirus, and now we got fucking murder hornets. I will not be surprised if Stevie Weeby's dream comes true and there's aliens that come down. Like, the Pentagon already released like photos or evidence that there have been UFOs or whatever, and so I'm like, I just won't be surprised if it's going to be Independence Day like next month. Like, whatever.
Murder hornets are the aliens.
Oh,
It really
God.
makes you fucking wonder, because you watch all these fucking movies and stuff and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
I do feel like all these movies have prepared me, though. Like, I know what to do if we're sort of.
What
I
would you
mean,
do?
for the main part, man. If aliens came down tomorrow, I'm gonna jump on this train for a second.
They beam down.
If they beam down,
What's Jordan doing?
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to stay the fuck in my house. I'm not going to go out and try and find them. You know why? Because they're probably going to kill me and eat me. Or try to like do experiments on me and my ovaries. I don't know. But I'm going to stay the fuck in my house.
I've always kind of wondered, like, do I honestly think that they'd be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, right? Would they be friendly or like... Yeah.
When I was a little kid, there was a TV show called Alien Nation. Did you guys ever hear of that?
No.
It's a show about where aliens like land and then they start to fucking live amongst us, and they all get jobs, and everybody there's a bunch of people that are like, fuck you, alien. They're like racist against them, and it's actually pretty interesting.
Oh, people are aware that they're aliens, though.
Oh yeah, they look fucking they're all
okay.
bald, and they got like
Gotcha.
snake skin, like fucking like
Oh.
head deals, and like one becomes a cop. That's what the show is. One becomes a cop and he gets partnered with another human,
Yeah.
and they got to fucking deal with each other.
Okay, that sounds pretty cute.
But I don't know. I feel like, because, you know, they're doing all these, like, particle... That's, like, one of my friends, the Collider. So there's a place where they're trying to break the atom, you know? And then a lot of people feel that, like, they've done it, and we're on, like, some parallel, like, thing right now.
Oh, I see all kinds of theories where people are like, the world actually did end in 2012, and this is like purgatory, or it's some kind of, like, alternate universe or whatever.
No. Let me tell you what this is.
It's like,
There you go.
fucking educate you real quick.
This is Jumanji.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Can somebody please hurry up?
Release the murder hornet.
Can we just get to the end of the fucking game, please? All right,
Like,
let's just...
What's next?
Yeah.
We got time for an ad.
Yes. Oh, there's a new one on here. Doing Skellington Curiosities first? Okay. So, this episode is brought to you by Skellington Curiosities. Let's see. Oh, it's all over the place. Okay. Skellington Curiosities is the only curiosities and oddities shop in Waco, Texas, full of clothing, lingerie, accessories, oddities, and everyday curiosities. A spooky vibe 365. Visit us online at skellingtoncuriosities.com. Also in the store that is now open. It's awesome.
Did you write that? I'm impressed. Good job.
I had to like move the words around a little bit, but I got it. It was
Okay.
good. Very good.
Oh, okay. She fixed it.
On the go. All right. What else? I forgot what we're doing. I haven't slept. Like, Bane hasn't... He goes to bed, and then at midnight, he's just like, all right, party.
Like,
Yeah.
We're raising the Joker, like, literally around midnight, because we have a monitor, and he'll be like...
He, the other night, like 2 nights ago, was rolling around in bed, cracking up, like hysterically laughing for 4 hours.
And then you're like,
No joke,
do we have
4
a
hours.
ghost?
No.
Is he talking? Because he's like
for
playing.
Sure. For
you know
sure.
what I mean? And
Like-
I'm like, well, he's not crying, so I guess, Casper.
4
Sage his
hours.
room. Get some sage.
I've already done that.
Sage it out.
She
I've
did
already
sage it.
done that.
Like, animals and young children, I think it is that can, like, see spirits that, like,
Yeah.
apparently older, like, I say older, we're not older, but we are older, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that, like, the normal adult cannot see.
It is weird, because then I'll go up there and lay with him, and he stops. So,
I just got super creeped out for like a whole second because I just in my head I was like, I don't need you guys to go through paranormal activities, okay? Because I mean, on one hand, it would be really cool, but on the other hand, I just don't. I don't even know.
It. We own
love
like
that shit,
we own like a demon table. We have the casket from 1954. I mean,
yeah, but that's
going to be a little bit of
Everything's
some.
gotta be haunted.
We have skulls.
I don't know. It's probably at their home too. Like, just because like I've seen like, you know, like your little pictures and stuff from like you guys being at home. Like my home's the same way. I have to say like I definitely have a welcoming home to any sort of like spirit. I think. Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah.
I
I don't mind.
I try not to like take it too far because I definitely have like had weird shit happen, you know. But I mean, I think it's fun.
Yeah, so when we moved into the house that we're living in, for whatever reason, the people, I guess when they built the house, they had these little like cubbies in the wall, but they're super high up, so it's not like something you could reach to put decorations up there. I'm sure you could if you tried, but they're like really high up. And so the first night we're laying in bed, and you know when you move into a new house and you're like trying to get comfortable, but all the sounds and stuff was waking you up, all I could imagine was like hands coming out of that like crawly hole. And what's funny is like the next morning Oscar was like, yeah, I kept imagining these little like demon hands coming out of this hidey hole, and I was like, I don't even know what to say right now. I don't need this in my life. Okay. I don't
We
need
do-
it.
Looked up there?
Huh?
Have you like looked up there?
Oscar, okay, so there's one in the like right in front of the dining room too, and he's crawled up there to kind of look in there.
Yeah.
And you can see, but the one that's in our room, you can't really see up in there. So there's no telling what could be up there, and I don't even want to know.
I couldn't stop until like I knew what was up
Yeah,
there.
I would
I
get
would
the
have
fuck
to know.
up there
I
now.
would have to know.
We have a super creepy room, like in our first guest room, where she like made all like
I call it farmhouse goth.
it looks like Fixer Upper. Like our
It's
whole house
like-
is all spooky.
You know,
and then you
'cause
go in
it's
that
our
room and
guest
it's like
room.
it's all bright and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like-
our guest room, and like a lot of our guests like Fixer Upper. And they come to
Yeah.
Waco expecting the Fixer Upper house, and I'm like, here's the guest room.
I like never go
and
in
it's
there.
like all white and stuff, but like everything has like skulls hidden in it. So I have like rose pillows, but there's like skulls in the roses, and like
Ooh, nice.
yeah, there's creepy
But it
stuff
has
everywhere.
two closets, and one of the closet has a hole, right? And it has like a
Yeah,
little
like an
door,
attic
and the
space.
door has been like taped up. And I opened it, and it leads into like a secret room above our bedroom that hasn't been like finished.
Is there like peepholes in the ceiling?
I didn't get that into it, but
I'm sorry. I watch way too many murder documentaries about people who like peep on their victims like in their house. It's super.
Better go check your room.
I know. I don't know. I've never had a ghost experience. I've had feelings, like really bad feelings going into a place. Like I stayed with these people for a little while before I moved to Japan, and they had this house way out in the country. They had no internet service, nothing. And so every time I went into their basement, I got incredibly scared. Like it was super dark, and I couldn't explain it because there wasn't anything down there. But every time I went down there, it was just I was on high alert. Like I felt like somebody was watching me.
somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
I've only had
So
one ghost experience, and it was like weird. My family and friends like rented a cabin in Sonoma, California. Old ass, like I don't know what it was. It used to be like a hotel or something back in the day. And I went up to my room, and everybody was downstairs earlier, and there's like a piano, and they were playing it and hanging out and doing stuff. And then it was like midnight, 12:30 or something. And I heard somebody playing the piano, right? And I thought it was my buddy. And I went down there, and there was nobody there. And I was like, fuck it. I just went back upstairs and went to bed. Said whatever.
Yeah,
But that was my only.
can't do much in that situation.
yeah.
I'm
You
gonna just
could-
listen to what they have to play.
Yeah, be like, play for me, dude.
Yeah.
Little creepy.
What about you? Do you have any ghost experiences?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had like little weird shit happen ever since I was a kid. Like whenever I was younger, it used to freak my mom the fuck out because I used to like go to her and be like, I just feel like I have somebody who's like with me all the time. Like I just always feel like somebody's watching
Dark
me.
passenger.
Yeah, really. And then like actually you say piano and it immediately made me think of like my first experience. We used to live in this duplex and there was one day I was home by myself. My parents had like went to the gym and they told me to wash the dishes. Okay, I was like 10 years old. I'm washing the dishes and all of a sudden like a piano starts playing and nobody that I know knows how to play piano. We don't own one. We don't own a keyboard. And it's like as loud as can be. Like I couldn't fucking believe it. And I just like ran outside. And I was like so young. I started crying. I freaked out because I was so scared.
That's crazy.
And I called my mom. She 100% did not believe me. But then as I got older, like little things continued to happen. And actually within the last few months, my mom was at my house. And it makes me laugh because you say you have like your one room where it's like not so dark.
Right.
And my mom was like with me for a period of time. And she was like, I feel like I'm over here trying to like uplift my soul and pray, and you have all this Ouija board, all this like dark, like demonic stuff everywhere. But she said that there was one day I was at work and she was the only one at the house and she was cleaning up, and she said that she felt somebody like shove her, and like the couch was like pushed away from the wall and everything, and she was the only one, and she immediately knew it was like the little friend that I've always had, and she was like,
Funny.
can you please just go away? Like I don't want to do this. So,
Yep.
yeah,
No.
I feel like I've always just had like little weird things kind of happen.
Maybe you're what they call you're psychically in tuned with the other side, and people under
A conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd really like to go and like see somebody, you know, like I've never had like an actual like professional, like I've never gone to see like a psychic or anything like that. I definitely believe in that stuff for sure, but I don't know.
Would you be part of a seance if there was one?
Yes.
Would you do
I
it?
would too.
You know, the thing is like
Should we do a seance?
because of my religious background, because I am religious and a Christian, and so my belief in it is a little bit like hazy, because on one end I really do believe that people can get stuck, people can get caught in a time loop here, or their souls get stuck, and on the other side I'm like I don't know if I totally believe that. So I'm curious about that kind of stuff, and enough to be like, I'd do a seance, but if something fucked up happened, my ass be out the door. Like, you best believe I am not sticking around for that.
Yeah.
I'm a chicken,
I think
okay?
it would definitely be like a little creepy, and it would be like pushing a little bit, but the inner me and like what I'm into and kind of just like who I am and what I like, I don't think that if like the opportunity was presented that I could be like, no.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Would you have to have, like, could you, okay, so let's say, for example,
Dude.
oh no.
There's
Someone here turning off our camera.
All right, we're back.
Sorry.
We've hit a record for technical difficulties today.
Yeah, this has been a little crazy.
Hey, give us a break. It's been 6 weeks, okay?
Yeah. Boom.
All right.
So we got time for an ad?
Yes, we do.
You just pick anyone.
This episode is also brought to you by Dark and Dreary Clothing. Dark and Dreary is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Dreary has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest. darkanddrearyclothing.com.
And we keep almost selling out at Skellington Curiosity, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
thanks for the
People
support.
are requesting larger sizes too, so I think we're gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. So while you were gone, while we had the technical difficulties, we were planning a seance in November, because that's the next Friday the 13th.
We're gonna have a seance here, so
Nice.
Yeah.
We should bring the Reiki lady.
let's fire Riki.
Ooh, that would make it
Who's that?
interesting.
I think she's like a positive witch or whatever, right? So
Is there negative
I
witches?
don't know her story.
yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, there definitely are.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
You gotta find like a good
Definitely.
black or like dark one.
Yeah,
Dark magic chick.
for sure.
Get them both in here just in case. That'll be fun.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we're approaching the midnight hour here.
Yeah.
So do we have any shout outs?
Shout out to all the people who have hung in with us these last few weeks. I know it's been kind of crazy. It hasn't been as good quality with us being at our homes, but we were trying to be safe so that we could continue to have Necro Electric episodes. But thank you for sticking by us. Thank you for all your comments, all of your, sharing. Keep doing that. Get your friends to do it. the biggest way that you can help us is word of mouth and by sharing on social media, because you never know who's going to be interested. So just share. It's all over our Facebook pages and Instagram pages. So just go out there and share, subscribe and share.
Boom. And we're making a movie.
Yeah.
If you guys missed the last episode. So I want to give a shout out to Craig Efros, to the whole Creative Waco organizations that are jumping in on all this. And we're hoping to have it made and out by Halloween so we can be part of Huluween.
No.
Love that section.
Yeah, it's a great time. I'm just not an actress.
That's okay. It's gonna be dope.
The more awkward, the better.
I pulled all my industry favors to
Yeah.
make sure that this thing is industry standard.
We gonna make you look
Awesomeness.
good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnsonville Cakes for making some really cute little spooky ghost cupcakes for us when we reopened, and they were delicious and just so cute.
They were very cute.
So good.
What about you?
I guess just like with everything going on, especially with me like having my glasses in y'all's store now and everything, that makes a huge difference. I mean, I've had so many people already reach out to me like, oh, I saw you like on the page, or like even people that I know. So
Yeah.
all of those people, anybody who supports these guys in this store, I definitely think that Waco needed something different. There's so many like weirdos underground.
Yeah.
And I feel like the store has really like helped bring them out. So I guess like shout out to all the weirdos who went all the weird shit
Yeah,
here.
we
yeah.
love weirdos.
Weirder the better.
For sure.
Yes, and just wait until we are allowed to have crowds again. Like, we have so much planned. We're just waiting for the go-ahead,
Yeah, we just want to make sure we do it safe and
do
everything.
it safely.
For sure.
Yep.
Cool. Well, alrighty. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.